So, Sierra Leone.
11 years of civil war killed at least 50,000 people and forced 500,000 from their homes.
Diamonds, right?
Rebel fighters enslaved locals to dig for so-called blood diamonds.
Natural disasters.
We've just been to the site where the mudslide happened on Monday.
The number of the missing is still unknown.
A crowd of people had gathered near a fuel tanker that had been involved in a collision. A bus full of people nearby was completely burned.
Health crisis.
Go to the deadly Ebola outbreak.
The world is losing the fight against Ebola.
Rape and gender-based violence.
5-year-old Khadija Soko was raped and killed in Sierra Leone in June.
On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I therefore declare rape and sexual violence as national emergency.
What if I told you there is a different Sierra Leone than what the media has led us to believe? This is Sierra Leone. Good morning, it is day 2 being here in Sierra Leone. We are still in Freetown, and this morning we are leaving to head into the city to buy some supplies for the beginning of the walk. And then we are heading to Jendema, which is about an hour and a half away. As you can maybe see, it is raining quite a bit, and it's been raining on and off all night. The rains here in Sierra Leone are unbelievable. As soon as it rains, it starts flooding, and it's very intense. And so I believe this is something we'll have to prepare for in the walk if it is raining, how we plan to keep all of our stuff dry, how we plan to keep walking even if it's torrentially downpouring. So it's just some things that we're running into early on here in the preparation for the walk, but we're gonna head down, get our stuff in a car, and head on our way for the day. I still can't get over the fact that, you know, as we leave Freetown today, this is the last time that we'll be here until we physically walk back all the way from the south, 520 miles. Sometimes I really wonder what the heck I'm getting myself into with all these projects and all this walking, but I don't know, I'm deeply passionate about it, and I think it's super cool because there's no one else that I know in my life doing this kind of stuff, so I think that's really awesome. Good morning. Before we head out of town, me and Hindle are on our way to the bank to take out some money so that we can buy some mattresses for us to sleep on during the walk. And we're heading in right now to see if we can get that money out. So this morning before we head out to Jendema, we are taking some money out to buy some mattresses for us to sleep on during the walk. Money here in Sierra Leone is transferred in a handful of different ways. Many of them I don't fully understand, but currently we are inside a little shop and transferring money between phones, and Hindalo left me here to collect the money. We're taking out about 10 million leones, which is about 1,000 US dollars. And now when you think of 1,000 US dollars, it's usually only like 10 pieces of paper, 10 100s. But here, 10 million leones is gonna be a huge stack of cash.
This is 500,000.
500, okay.
This is 1 million.
Okay, so 2 is 1 million.
Yeah, this 2 is 4.
Okay.
6, 8, 10.
Okay. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. It's a lot of cash.
Just give me
What's that?
1 million. So that's not going to be in the system.
Okay.
This is
Sierra Leone display. What's your name?
Dustin. What's your name? Nice to meet you.
This is my boss.
Your brother, not your boss. I'm your boss. I am your brother.
Yes. I don't know, we want specialist down here. Yes.
Give me 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah, 2,000 euros. No, I want to go and plastic. Take one plastic. You want to have a head, but I don't have it. Hold on, yeah. Yeah. My number.
Awesome.
Patrick.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So it begins, us getting stopped by the police every so often. Just got stopped by the police again.
A few moments later.
Tell him to bend the face on the side of the vehicle.
So originally,
What's in there, sir?
I'm a trust
So it seems to be the trick is that we give them the police clearance that we have been given by the Sierra Leone police to the police officers on the street, and then once we do that, they oftentimes let us through. We stopped on the side of the road again because the tarp keeps coming undone, so I think this will probably be an ongoing issue as we get to Jendema, but it'll be something that we have to figure out as we will be doing this every single day of the walk, loading everything in, making sure everything's secure, and moving from town to town.
Another one.
We stopped just now in a city called Mile 91. Earlier this year when we did the 315-mile walk, we slept here overnight, and we had a police escort as well as we worked with an organization in town, and we built a relationship with them and they became good friends of ours. Then today when we were driving back into the city, we were stopped at the police checkpoint and we saw some of the police officers that we worked with and they recognized us, so it was very nice to see them. And then once we got into Mile 91 here, we saw the guy who we worked with and his organization that we partnered with during the 315 15-mile walk earlier this year. So it's really cool to see that the work we did earlier this February and the relationships that we have built have carried forward, and people are recognizing us, and we can continue furthering those relationships as we continue to do the walk this year onward across the entire country. So after a few hours in Bo, we had some dinner, and our team repacked everything from the truck into 3 different cars, and now we are leaving Bo, heading to Jendema for the evening, so that tomorrow morning we will wake up and already be there for the welcome ceremony that will be happening tomorrow. Okay, so they had me stop on the side of the road to look at what I think is a palm tree. I have no idea if this is gonna show up. I don't think you can see it. What's special about it? I'm really confused. Is it just a normal palm tree?
Yeah.
Do that again. Is that what it looks like? Show me what it looks like. Do it. So apparently this is a special palm tree. Again, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's a super cool palm tree. There is there's like an area to step up. There's steps in the color of the Sierra Leonean flag. It's painted. And then, wow, okay, now that you say that, it's kind of cool looking.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
It's got like arms. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that was it. I'm still kind of confused on what I'm supposed to look at, but we're gonna continue on our way to Jendema, and that's that. All right. He walks away with my passport. All right, they just took my passport again. This has happened once before. I went by in this country, and now they just walked away with it. So I'm gonna go try and get my passport back, because this keeps happening every time I come to this country.
Welcome.
I get any receipts with any tax on this? How do you do payments?
I know we get a receipt.
Yeah, that name will not be left and so. Any payment we do for visa.
They need receipt from me.
The monthly receipt.
Receipt from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. So I went into the police station, and now they want me to provide a receipt that I actually paid for my visa on arrival. So hopefully once I get that, it will work and we will be good to go. So we went into the police station. They wanted to see my passport as well as my receipt for the passport that I paid for upon arrival. But they checked everything out and everything is good to go. And now we're on our way to Jendema. The reason that happens is because we are so close to the border. So they probably just have to do that as precaution. But we're getting in the car and heading on our way. So we had to get out of the car and begin walking because the road got very bad and very muddy, and we weren't sure if the car was going to make it through. Here's kind of what the ground looks like. Lots of rocks. Hindalo is right back there with the car, and the other vehicle is way up there. So now we're just walking. The road's getting a little better, as much muddier back there, but we're going to continue walking until the road feels safe to get back in the car and continue on our way to Jendama. We have just arrived in Jendema, and it was a very long journey. Most of it was in the dark, through the jungle. I fell asleep probably 5 or 6 times throughout the entire drive, so I'm very grateful for our driver who got us here safe. Now we are going to talk with the town chief and the people who are here to greet us, and probably set up our tents and get our sleeping arrangements all set up so that we can get some good rest tonight and get ready for the welcome ceremony tomorrow. So I will check back in tomorrow when things are starting up.